I'm on loop.
Number 10. We're in the double digits, baby. 10 weeks in a row. New Year's Eve, Christmas, Halloween, whatever holiday it is, we're still gonna get it done, even though we didn't. Dude, we were talking to my uncle. Yesterday, and he was saying like, yeah, dude, you could get a really good podcast equipment, like really good mic and really good setup. He's like, for like only $800. Me and Kobe were like, oh, we were hoping so bad that you were gonna say like 200, dude, because that's all we're willing to spend right now.
Yeah.
But this is pretty much what a generous mom and $200 will get you.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's all we got.
Gotta make do with what you have.
Yeah. So Micheal Cratty, what's up, bro?
What's up?
How's your concussion?
I think I'm all healed now. Fairly
not.
better. Probably not. I still sometimes like have trouble making sentences or like finishing my thought. I noticed
Yeah, you're not healed, bro.
I noticed like over the past 3 weeks when I text, like I'll mess up a lot of words. Like yeah, I'm like, oh shoot, I meant to say like something else. But.
So me, Cooper, and Cratty, we went snowboarding like 2 weeks ago, and me and Cooper, we've been snowboarding for like a long ass time. So we're obviously like flying down the mountain. Cratty's only been snowboarding like what?
A year. It's my second year doing it.
Second year, probably like how many times have you gone total?
That was probably like my 7th time going out.
So Cratty barely ever snowboarded before, and we're flying down the mountain. Me and Cooper flew down first run. Me and Cooper fly down, and I look back and I was expecting Cratty to be like way up the hill. Cratty was right behind us, and I was like, oh shit, Cratty's flying down this fucking hill. He must not be that bad. And then later towards the night, like every time we went down, it was like took Cratty a little bit longer to catch up to us. And then by the end of the night, Cratty was like, yeah, I got a concussion, bro. And then we didn't even know because
when he
shit
first
behind
freaking
us.
made us down with us that first time, I was like, oh dang, he must have like he got pretty good. And you're a lot better than you were last year.
Yeah.
And I was like picturing that you were like carving the whole way down. But whenever I like went behind you and watched you, you just were flying straight. You just gunned it until you fell, and then you fell and you get back up and gun it.
Yeah, I mean that's what. Like last time I went out, I got like keeps getting better and better as every time I go. And last time I started like hitting jumps and stuff, and it wasn't bad. But last time I hit the 2 big jumps, and you make the turn, and then there's like a rail you can see, and it looked like just like a mini jump, like right in the middle of the trail. So I was like, oh, I'll hit that. I hit it. I looked down. There's a box there. I'm like, oh crap. So I actually got enough air. I cleared the box.
holy shit.
But on the other side of the box, it was pure slush because it just rained. I wiped out. Just like it was like a puddle. It was like quicksand. Like I just stopped.
Yeah, that box at the end of it had that huge dip. I kept hitting that shit too, and
wiping out. Well, you probably
I
didn't
didn't wipe out, but it was at the end of it. It's hard to land because it like is a fucking hole in the ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, snowboarding's the best activity.
It really is.
You get done, you're like walking back to the car, like holy crap, my legs are burning. Like it's kind of it's a good workout.
Oh yeah, dude, you're doing it like constantly for at least 6 hours straight. Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's why it's so fun because it just takes so long. Like you just snowboard forever.
Yeah. And there's never really a point where you're like too tired to keep going.
Yeah.
You're just like decide to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like the best activity though, because when you start like getting good at it, you literally just feel like you're floating down like on a cloud, dude. It's so much fun, especially on a nice powder day. Powder day too. You could just fly and just completely fall like
bad,
and you just
like,
feel like
towards your back, like a heel edge wipeout.
Yeah.
You don't even hit your head because it's just floating.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do. The next time it snows, like we just got to go the day after that.
Last year we went out one day. This is probably like my 3rd time going out. There was a literal snowstorm going on, and it was the best because we got like. While we were there, it snowed at least 6 inches, and like a lot of people just left, and we were still there. We were just going all day, and it was fun because I was still pretty fresh, so I was still falling a lot. But I mean, it was fun because it was powder. You could fall and nothing would happen.
Yeah.
I
I like the new studio setup.
It's nice. It's nice.
It's a work in progress.
It'll definitely be good by the time you get it all done.
It's a little hectic back here, but we're gonna get these drawers all organized and like. Have some cool books and cool stuff, cool art or something.
Something for the background.
Get it dialed in, baby.
You know what I fucking want?
No.
I want these fucking cords to be connected to one goddamn thing. So when I come, I put my computer up and it's good.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because this is the annoying part. for me at least.
Yeah.
Because it's just so hard.
We want to have like an actual like we want to make it look nice when we have a real guest on. Like not that you're not a real guest, but we're talking about people that we don't know, people that we don't know that we want to like invite on by like emailing them. You know.
Yeah.
We want to actually have like a nice little setup.
He'll be like, hey, come into our house and just go into this creepy weird room.
I know, right? That's what I was thinking too. Like Joe Rogan was saying how he couldn't do it in his house because he would have like sketchy people on his podcast. Like he wanted to give everyone a platform, and then eventually he's like, wait, my daughter sleeps here. You know?
Yeah, that's fucked up. I would never do that.
And he said he was making the house smell like pot.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That is funny.
So Cratty,
What's up?
you've been working out a lot.
I've been.
What made you want to do that? You got into lifting like right after high school.
Yeah, so like my first semester of college came. I did that. We hit break, kind of like the time frame we're in now. And I was just bored. Like I was like, what am I gonna do? I was like kind of skinny. I was like weighing like 130 then. I weigh like 155 now. But
Damn.
I was like, I'm bored. Like I gotta do something. And everyone was home and everyone was like kind of lifting because most of my friends play sports in college. I was like, I'll just go to the gym. So I started going, and I just stuck with it.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
30 to 55.
I'm trying to get to 180 this year. Like a
fuck?
good 180.
What?
You should have seen him at Applebee's last night.
Just gonna put on 50 pounds of muscle real quick. Like,
Yeah,
Cratty
it's
got
hard.
freaking
It's
half
good
price
muscle.
apps last night with our friends, and Cratty didn't talk for like 20 minutes straight. He was just eating. Like he literally got 3 meals. He got tacos, wings, and mozzarella sticks.
God
Yeah.
damn.
He didn't talk for like 20 minutes.
That's fucking.
Shove in his face like I need to gain weight.
That's how you do it. It's hard for me to eat. I know, yeah. It's hard for me to eat a lot though, because I was so used. Like during wrestling season, I learned to live off of 1 meal a day. Like I had to eat 1 meal a day, and that'd be the meal, and that was it. And that's how I could stay like so skinny for wrestling.
Mm.
But now it's eat 3 meals a day, plus probably like a good almost meal for a snack at night too.
Dude, it's hard to eat that much food.
It is.
You have to like stuff yourself and you're like full and you're just like, fuck it, I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
bad.
shouldn't do that.
Yeah, unless you got to if you want to gain weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Not a
Cooper's
good
like,
way to gain
nah,
weight.
the way to gain weight is actually just eat 40 sticks of butter a day.
It's definitely not to just shove your. I hate when people say that. Like those bodybuilding guys are like, dude, trust me. Whenever your body tells you to stop eating, that's when you need to eat more.
Well, what the fuck else are you supposed to do?
Well, it's first of all, if you want to gain like mass, if you want to gain mass over time, it has to be like over time. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a 30,
Well, yeah, but you still have to eat more than
not
you
like
ate
a
before.
30 yeah, but it's not about like going into people will go to McDonald's and they'll be like they'll get 2 McDoubles and a basket of fries, and
Wrong with that.
first of all, most of the protein you're getting from that is not very bioavailable, so your body's not gonna. This is all shit that you would 100% agree with off camera.
No, I'm
So 90%
Cooper's
has
just taking
food.
the extreme. He's like,
90%
these people going to Wendy's every day.
They do.
Well, obviously that's fucking dumb. Yeah.
No, that's exactly what we're talking about, though.
But no,
I'm
yeah,
talking about like
I know what you're
eating
saying.
like you eat a normal chicken breast once a day. Now you have to eat 4 chicken breasts or like beef, ground beef, anything that's like.
Yeah, but I'm talking about people that not like
The bodybuilder. Yeah, we're
You're
talking about.
you should not. It's. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, that's stupid.
I guess it just depends. It's because some people do it for sport. But if you're trying to like be fit and gain weight, the way to do it is not to go to Wendy's and like
No.
get McDoubles and
That's
all that stuff.
that's the wrong kind of calories you want. That's not what's going to really help you build muscle. It'll help you put
Right.
on weight, but it's probably not the weight you want to put on.
No.
And but like I hate the diets where people are like, I eat like 3 egg whites a day and with like the super extreme diets where it's like, dude, that's no fun. Like no one's gonna enjoy eating that. Like give me some steak, rice, and mix it up maybe like Chipotle. I love Chipotle. Like I'll get a burrito, get steak, rice, lettuce, cheese, queso, like get everything on it. Like that's what I see. Like that's good food for you.
If I was gaining weight, I would eat Chipotle 3 times a day.
Honestly, but it's the same thing. Like, who wants to eat that 3 times a day? You do that for a week, I guarantee you're like,
yeah, you get sick of
no
it.
more Chipotle. Like, I can't do it. I saw on Instagram, it was this dude, he ate a Big Mac every single day. Like, he lived off McDonald's Big Macs. And I'm like, 40 years this dude's been eating Big Macs? Like, no, like
That's fucked up.
I couldn't do that. I need change in my life. I can't stick to like the same thing every day to
Yeah,
eat.
I get that.
Yeah, me too.
But I kind of subscribe to like the 90-10 rule with diets. like 90% of the time, I'm gonna follow my diet,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna feel good like 6 days of the week. But then once or twice a week, I'm gonna like go to Applebee's with you guys and get appetizers and shit.
Yeah.
But for me, at least, like combat sports, you have to be on like a good diet. Like you can't eat Chipotle and stuff before practice. You know what I mean?
No.
You can't eat Chipotle then go burn 2,500 calories in a practice. You need to eat like the right stuff at the right time. Like not, you gotta eat like foods that are make you feel light. You know what I mean? But still put on muscle, like ground beef, like fatty ground beef and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess if you're just trying to just straight up put on weight, then yeah, you could do.
And I don't even really care. Like for me, if I dirty bulk it, I dirty bulk it. Like all I care, my ideal be like kind of like a lean 170, 165 by summertime. Maybe by the next new year, be in that like 175, 180 range.
What made you think that number?
That's just kind of like how my weight's been going so far. That I just kind of set that as like kind of my goals, because I hate setting big goals because they seem like they're so far away, and it gets like discouraging trying to meet these big goals over such a period of time. So that way, if I set little goals for myself and slowly keep reaching them, it's kind of encouraging to like keep going down that path.
Sure. That's funny because I'm the complete opposite. Like, that's how my dad always tells me to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever I was like in 7th grade, be like, Dad, I'm gonna win states. He used to be like, Cooper, why don't you win a match first? I'd be like, okay. But for me,
you got a point.
I like setting these like big goals that seem almost unattainable,
Mm-hmm.
and then just like breaking it down to, well, you have to do this day by day for 10 years straight, and then you'll get that goal.
Don't get me wrong, I still have big goals. I just keep little goals in there to help me stay on that path towards the big goals.
I guess my little goals would be like, I want to just make sure, like, just keep myself in check that I'm improving every single day.
Yeah, improving, maybe like staying healthy, stuff like that.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do think that most of the time it's hard because you can make big goals, but you just have to be able to like be okay with the fact that it's going to take a long fucking time for you to get to that point. But which is the hardest part really of everything, because you know, even with like the stock market, I want to be like, oh, I want to make $1 million someday. Like, obviously, yeah, that'd be fucking great. But it might take me 10 years straight of trading every fucking day. But I think that if it depends on what you're doing. Like, is it something that you're like extremely passionate about, or is it just like some shit that you're like, I don't know, some kind of fun thing that I'm doing right now? Because usually for fun things, I don't have any goals. I don't give a fuck. Like for snowboarding, I don't give a shit. I don't go there and I'm like, you know, I really want to like learn a new trick today. Like, I don't fucking care. I mean, probably if I went a lot, I would do that because I'd just be bored of Seven Springs. I'd want to like do more shit, but I'm just going there to have fun. But like for trading, obviously I want to have all these big goals, but the number one most important thing always for something where you have like some crazy attainable or unattainable, who even knows, goal is basically you have to do that fucking thing, like you said, every single day for like many years. Because if you just look at anybody that's ever professional in anything and they're super high level, the only fucking reason that they're there is because they did that shit forever. Like, why is Bo like winning fucking world championships? Well, he's been fucking wrestling like 150 matches every year for like 10 years, and he's like, how old is he?
Yeah, he's probably like 15.
Yeah,
15,
so
16, something like that.
Yeah.
like it's reps and repetition.
I think it's different across everything too. I think that, yeah, I like finding things that I really enjoy doing and then just making that a part of my life. Like, wrestling is a part of my every single day life. Like, at least 90% of my day is revolved around like getting ready for the next workout, like seeing where I need to get better, or just like planning out workouts. You know what I mean? And yeah, for stuff like this, stuff like snowboarding, or just any other things that I enjoy, yeah, I don't really care to set goals. Like because then it's like, goals are also weird because when you get them, it's like, okay, now what? You know?
Yeah.
I like the theory better where it's like, just make it a part of your life. Like, if you enjoy it, then just do it every day. Like, it's a part of your life. You know, if it's hard and you enjoy it, that's even better because you're gonna get some kind of satisfaction out of it.
Yeah.
Like lifting. You know what I mean? It's like a hard thing that you do, and when you're done, you're happy because you worked out, but you also enjoyed it, you know?
Well, I think, like what he was saying, like, snowboarding for him, that's, like, to clear your mind, like, give you some relaxation. It ain't, like you, where it's your life. See, like, he could fall in snowboarding, he'd just be like, oh well. But meanwhile, you lose an important match in wrestling, that's like a failure to you.
Yeah.
I think that's another thing people have to realize is during goals, you're gonna have failures. Like there's gonna be setbacks. You're gonna fall short at times. It's how you react when you fall short that will make you into what you are.
Yeah, for sure.
Well said. That's good. That's good shit, man. Look at this fucking guy. What the fuck? That's nice.
Yeah, dude, that's honestly the hardest part. Like losing states, like the love for wrestling never went away, but I was just because everyone's always says if you give it your all and you lose, then you have not you at least you won't regret anything.
Well, that's like,
and whenever I did that, I was like, well, I regret giving it my all because now I gave it my all. I sacrificed a lot in that process of giving it my all. And I still didn't get.
And I fucking lost.
And I didn't get the result I wanted. So now what? You know what
I mean that kind of like reminds me.
I had a broken arm.
Yeah, of like the coaches who are like, "Oh, what are we here for? To have fun?" I'm like, "Hell no, we're not here to have fun. We're here to win. If you have any other mindset than to have fun, then you're doing it wrong. Like I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to win. Like it's just the mindset people need to have.
Kind of, I think. So.
If you want to be a high level.
If you want to be high level, but I think
that puts too much pressure on you though. It's like thing by thing. I feel like.
Yeah,
you know I mean,
I agree, but like it's important to teach people to be like competitive. Like I hate when people aren't really there to be competitive.
Yeah.
But like at a young level with kids, like yeah, to have fun's the goal. But like once you start getting into like that high school range, junior high range, you need to start to teach people to be competitive. It ain't all about really fun. If you're there to have fun, you might want to maybe find something else to do.
Yeah, like I agree, but it also has to be like person by person and thing by thing. Like I wasn't necessarily there to have fun. No, but I don't care if kids are in that room to have fun because I want more kids on the team. Like the more kids on the team, it's like enjoyable for me. You know what I mean?
I didn't have that mindset like what you have when we wrestled together because my mindset was just to be in shape. Like that was the only reason I really wrestled. I didn't wrestle because I necessarily loved it, but I knew that I would give it my all and I liked it and I wanted to stay in shape. But I knew I wasn't on the same level as like you were, so to speak.
Well, that's like I want as many of you on the team as possible. You know what I mean? Because people that like for every sport, there's only going to be a few people on each team that are like really passionate about that thing. You know what I mean? But people that do it, just like what you said, I feel like those people are what make a team good. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be great football players on the team, and there's going to be kids that are doing it just for fun. But those kids that are doing it for fun, like they're making that team the team because they're the majority. Yeah, you know, like, you were the majority on the team. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's also like important to have people that are like role players, but like those people that are just there because like maybe their parents forced them to be or something. Those are the kids like that. The kids that bring the team down are the kids that shouldn't be on the team. If you're not helping the team, then you shouldn't be on the team, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so hard too because wrestling's such an individual sport. It's like
that's why I loved it because it was all on you. I mean, in the end, like we'd have dual meets and stuff like that, and that was a team type of ordeal. But it's just you on the mat out there. It's on you. It's whatever you do.
Yeah, dual meets are literally just the way that like you can get all the schools to like still meet up and have like some kind of like important thing happening.
The community something to do pretty much. Come and watch the match.
That shit's dumb. Wrestling is not meant to be like that. I feel like it's mostly just should be tournaments, honestly. If you want to actually get like legit reps and wrestle like really hard people and like understand what it's like to, you know, wrestle in a tournament, because obviously that's way different than wrestling in a dual meet. Dual meet, it's like it's fucking 7 a.m. You're 2 pounds over. You don't get to eat lunch. You just wait all fucking day. And then it's 6 o'clock. You weigh in. You stuff your fucking face with like a 2-foot long Subway. And then you just like try to wrestle and you're bloated. And it is like not the way it is. But obviously in a tournament, you weigh in the day before. You get to eat overnight, reset. Then you kind of have to like, if you think you're going to be wrestling like 5 matches that day, you can't fucking go like crazy the first match. You just have to kind of win easily. And yeah, it's like a whole strategy game in a tournament.
Yeah, I feel like dual meets would be the best for the fans, though.
Oh, for sure.
And I kind of liked what they did over COVID when there's no events going on. Each individual college program put together like a club team, and they would face each other, and it would be like pay-per-view. And they did really well too. Like a lot of people, they made. I mean, I'm pretty sure they made some good money doing that. Because they would take like they have a big club team, and they would basically just like take their best guys, and these are all really good college programs. So it's all really high level wrestling. and they would face other teams. Like it would be like Penn State versus Cornell, like Penn State's club team versus Cornell's club team. It's pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's like $2, but still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. Like even I feel like once you're out of college, your goals completely fucking change. Like they don't stay the same at all, because now it has to be about money and like your career. And like my biggest fear in life is honestly having a career that I hate, that I have to wake up every day and just be like miserable. Like that's my biggest fucking fear.
Yeah.
So if I can, with trading, like I say this all the time, but I could make half as much as someone else doing what I love, and it would make me way happier than making like whatever they make, 100 grand, I make 50. I get to choose what I do every day. That's fucking great. I would totally rather make 50K than 100K.
Yeah, so there's people like the old, I don't know, I feel like the desk jobs are kind of like going away. It's more online stuff now, but I wouldn't want to work a desk job for 30 to 40 years. Who wants to sit at a desk for that amount of time of their life just doing paperwork all day? Like I'd go mentally crazy. I'd jump off a bridge.
I know,
dude. Like the whole idea of that desk, like that workplace too, where it's like you have to dress up, you gotta like act a certain way. You have the HR department. You're like, you know, everyone has to like act a certain way, that they're like the way that you act in your workplace is completely different than you're gonna act at home or with your buddies or anything like that. And I fear that. Like I fear like I have to be completely filtered just to like to be in front of these people, you know, my workplace people, and you know.
Honestly, you think about it, it's kind of like what school was like.
Oh, that is what high school is like, pretty much.
Yeah, like
in a way.
School teaches you how to be an employee.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what college is. I saw a video the other day. It was that new show called like The Tulsa King, and it was Sylvester Stallone talking about college, and he's like, all college is you show up somewhere for 4 years to prove to your future employer that you can complete a task reasonably on time and that you will show up. That's all college is.
Yeah,
that's like,
true.
That's truth. Like that's what college is.
That's why I think that if you're going to college at all and you are like, unless you know for a fucking fact that whatever you're doing is the thing you want to do, which is still extremely rare and difficult, because how the fuck do you even know? Like you changed so much in those 4 years in college. You have no fucking clue what you're going to want to do whenever you're done. No. So why would you do, like for me, I love psychology. I was like, well, I love psychology. So I just do a psychology degree. Fourth year of, well, I graduated in 3 years, but third year of college, I was like, I'm not going to fucking be a therapist, and I don't want to do anything else. The only thing I could think of that would be kind of fun is like being a professor, and I would have to go to get a master's for that. COVID hit, and I was like, I'm not going to fucking get a master's degree right now. Are you fucking kidding me? I want to like work and make money and do something, because I just felt like a broke piece of shit, and you know.
That's what I hate about college. Like I would rather be making money right now.
Yeah.
And that's what like, I wish college didn't take up so much time that I couldn't make money. Like, don't get me wrong, I still work a part-time job, but I'd rather be making like full-time job. Like, it'd be nice to have like an internship right now where I could put like maybe 10 hours a week on college and do like a 40 hours a week on whatever my job is. But my thing with college is I'm in my second year now, like almost on my second year. I still have no idea what I do for like my job. Like I have my major and everything picked out. I just no idea.
Yeah. Honestly, unless you're an engineer, lawyer, doctor, that's the only 3 degrees that you really would ever go to college for, honestly.
So I'm just going for business. Like, I hate that because business is kind of like you learn business. You don't really
business
teach
is a terminology.
No. And that's what, like, I have classes for it. And some, like, more management is, like, kind of what, like, my major is. And the one lady was telling me, like, how you should hire people and how. And don't get me wrong, like I don't totally disagree with having like diversity in the workplace, but instead of teaching hire maybe like the best candidate for the job, they're teaching like to hire on diversity. And I was like, well, hold on, like for a second, like I get like diversity, maybe you might not always pick like the number one candidate because maybe they might like have like social skills issues or whatever, they might not interact well with others, but just not to hire someone based on like their skill set because they're not diverse. It's completely mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's why I was sitting there, I was like, why am I paying for this? Why am I paying to hear this right now?
There's 2 ways that the world ever will work. It's equality of opportunity and equality of outcome. Equality of opportunity means that all 3 of us and everyone else in the world has the same opportunity we all are equal.
Mhm.
Equality of outcome means that no matter what, even though we don't have the same opportunity, you manipulate it to make it look like that. So like, you know, someone's like McDonald's says, well, we need like 2 black people, 2 white people, and one of them has to be a girl.
Yeah.
You know, out of those 4 people. That's equality of outcome, because you're forcing the world to basically work around this like set of ideals that has nothing to do with if you're fucking good or not. And like the whole entire economy is built off the fact that if you're fucking good at something, you will get rewarded. Period. That's it. It's not complicated. It's not like super fucking like all these wild like no, it's stupid. Like,
and I agree with that. I was like, so basically what you're telling me is I have to hire someone based on the color of their skin. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care if you're Asian, black, white, whatever. You have the tool set to complete this job and to work efficiently and to fit into this program, you're hired.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to hire you based on the color of your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
That doesn't work in like a lot of scenarios.
It would never work. Your business would probably like suffer massively if that was like a thing you had to do.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
No. Yeah, that's why I like kind of like purist things. I'm like wrestling or fighting. You know, like none of that shit matters.
No.
Yeah. And in reality, none of it matters anywhere. Like
no
matter what you're doing.
Dude, but like equality doesn't exist in anything. Like equality. How about like how about like equality of like freaking brain capacity, or like equality of like height, or you know what I mean? Equality of physical features. Like none of that stuff's equal.
Well, speaking of equality, that's like the World Cup just happened for soccer, and since the men's team won their game, the women's team got paid the same as the men's team for equality of pay.
Really?
Yeah.
They probably got paid this. They got paid like the same
same
exact number.
Because there's a new thing for like, I guess the sports, so to speak. So like if the men's team wins, the women's team has to make that same amount of money.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Because I think they do it off percentages.
Well, it's like equality pay of gender.
I mean, yeah, every business should basically be off of the percentage of revenue that you make. And like that's why everyone hates the UFC. They're always like, if you look at NFL, I don't know what the fuck the number is. I'm just going to make it up. It's like they make 50% of all the money that the NFL makes goes to the players.
Yeah.
In the UFC, it's like 12% of all the money the UFC makes goes to the actual fighters. So
that's another thing with the UFC. You control your destiny. You win matches, you're a show. Like, you're a good Showtime performer like McGregor.
Yeah.
You'll make millions. But if
even
you're...
like McGregor's underpaid, though.
Oh, even McGregor's underpaid. The only reason McGregor has so much money is because he fought Mayweather. That's where he got most of his money from, I feel like.
Personality, too.
Oh, yeah. Like, people still use his quotes today because he's just that funny and just that... Like, he could put the show on. Like, he was a good performer, but he had, like, he could,
personality.
He had the personality, but he could advertise his fights too. He made you want to watch his fights.
Yeah, for sure. That's the biggest thing for UFC fighters.
Where someone like Leon Edwards, who doesn't really talk as much, but he's a really good fighter, he ain't gonna make as much money as McGregor made.
No.
He'll have a way better career.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's not gonna make as much now.
No, there's no fucking way.
But if you become undeniable in the UFC, you're gonna make hundreds of millions of dollars. Leon Edwards is making hundreds of millions of dollars probably.
Not 100 million.
I guarantee it.
I guarantee in this year, McGregor level.
I guarantee he had the greatest knockout like ever this year.
Well, yeah, but they're not paying him more because he got the greatest knockout.
No, but
he probably got $1 million for winning that fight.
He's getting advertised like every 20 seconds. Having the greatest. He's not maybe not hundreds of millions, but in the coming years,
not 100.
In the coming years, like he's gonna rematch Kamaru Usman in Wembley Stadium, which is like 100,000 people, and or the O2 Arena, and yeah, that's gonna do like crazy numbers, and he's gonna get a huge percentage of that.
I think I heard that Alex Pereira, who beat Israel Adesanya, made more money than Leon Edwards this year.
Probably because he won like 3 fights this year, and he won like he entered the UFC and became the champion. Like,
he beat the number 2 pound for pound fighter. But I mean, I guess Leon wasn't Usman number 1.
Yeah.
So I guess Leon did beat the number 1.
Yeah,
so
they beat the number 1 pound for pound, but they're definitely underpaid in terms of percentages. But I don't know. It's could be one of those things too, where it's like company by company. Like the NFL can do that. like boxing isn't nearly as big as UFC, and they pay their fighters like 50% too of the revenue they make, or some massive number compared to the UFC. But no one really knows anything about boxing. Like, name 5 boxers. Like, I know like 4.
Yeah, I know like Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua.
You know the big names.
The big names, yeah, Canelo, like that's it. Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, that's because they.
But then you got like
they're the McGregors of boxing.
Yeah, then you got the Paul brothers who are just kind of like, yeah, they put on a good show, but like they're not boxers. Like,
man, Jake Paul's a boxer, dude. He's pretty legit.
Cooper fucking loves Jake Paul.
He knocked down Anderson Silva. That's the greatest UFC. That's the greatest UFC fighter ever.
He's how old's Jake Paul? 20 something, late 20s.
He's literally half his age of Anderson Silva.
Fighting like 50-year-olds.
Regardless, would you knock down Anderson Silva? I wouldn't knock down Anderson Silva. He'd punch me right in the nose, dude. He didn't get hit. He didn't really get hit that much. I mean, he got hit. Dude, he's a good boxer. I'm not gonna lie. I was very like you listen to like boxers break down his fights too. His technique and the way he throws really straight, and he counters really well, and like his footwork is solid.
Yeah.
And like it's impressive, dude. Like no one can deny how impressive it is for him to go out there in his like 3rd fight ever into a sold out arena and fight the #1 UFC fighter ever and knock him down and win like decisively. No one can deny that is very impressive.
I wish I could go see like another parallel reality where like he's broke and does it and not known. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, like
that would be different.
Like he built himself up from the bottom.
Because obviously, like if I like had $10 million right now and I wanted to be a really good day trader, I could go pay some guy $1 million and he would literally be right there, and I could copy like everything he does basically, and I would excel like at a very rapid rate. Obviously, like Jake Paul, he basically went from being an influencer as a full-time job and scamming NFTs to basically going to full-time boxing. Best gyms in the world, best partners, best sparring, best everything, and that's like a huge difference compared to like, sure. And even fucking the people in the UFC that aren't, they don't even have resources like that, even fucking close. Like Jake Paul could probably go box with and spar with fucking anyone in the entire world tomorrow. Whereas like Sean O'Malley, he's like a super high level UFC fighter, and he still probably is not even close to like the amount of connections that Jake Paul would have. But
yeah, I mean, probably not someone like Sean O'Malley, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Someone that starts from the bottom, but regardless, dude, you take all of that, he still has to have insane amounts of discipline, insane amounts of work ethic to be able to excel at the rate that he is excelling at. Like, no one can deny that that's impressive. I mean, because you could have all the money in the world. Dude, he had all the money in the world. Like, he's deciding to go do this, take this massive risk on himself and go out there. Like, he could get knocked out cold any of these fights. And he's taking this massive risk to like learn a sport that, why would you do that if you're rich? It's a poor man's sport. Like boxing is a poor man's sport. You do it to come up and make money because that's all you can do. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like fighting is a poor man's sport. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, I agree. If you start, he would not be as good as he was if he wasn't Jake Paul.
Like, what the fuck made him just wake up one day and be like, I want to box? I guess it was because Logan
on like a bad path in his life, and he just saw himself like being a bad person. And
I think it's probably because like, didn't Logan do it first? Logan was boxing first, and then Jake probably was like, holy fuck, my brother's about to fight McGregor or Mayweather, and he's gonna make $50 million. I need to do that shit. Because like, obviously up to that point, the Paul brothers were worth not that much, maybe like 10 million each, something like that. Maybe Jake or Logan was probably worth like 25 maybe before the Mayweather. Now Logan is worth almost $1 billion because of Prime, the drink, and then Jake has probably made at least $100 million from all of his fights and all that other shit.
Have you guys tried the Prime drinks?
I think they're good.
You think they're good? I thought they tasted really syrupy.
I thought they were sweet, but I liked it.
I didn't like it. It kind of like made me sick. I thought it tasted like syrup. Like I was not a fan really.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of sweet things, but I actually kind of liked it.
That surprised me you liked it, because usually I'm like I love sweet stuff.
Yeah,
but I thought they were too syrupy.
Yeah, I didn't try it.
They're actually not too bad for you.
Really?
No,
they're way better than Gatorade and vitamin water.
Yeah, they're pretty healthy actually. Like even like Liquid IV, they're pretty much the same thing as Liquid IV.
That surprised me because
right?
Yeah.
You would. I mean, I don't know like the exact I saw an ingredients breakdown. I don't know like exactly how accurate
Yeah.
it is, and they could say they have 850 milligrams of electrolytes, but like content matters. Like context matters. I mean, like what kind of electrolytes?
Mm-hmm.
Because some aren't as important.
What do you guys think about Patty? See his last fight?
Yeah, dude, he completely robbed that. Like he lost that fight. And it's crazy.
It's kind of like the Sean O'Malley Peter Yan fight. Cause we were all sitting there watching it. Cause we all watched it together. I'm like, oh man, O'Malley did good, but like Yan had to win that. And then they came out and said O'Malley won. We were like, what?
I was
surprised. We were all surprised.
We were all surprised, and we all like O'Malley. Don't get us wrong, but we were all surprised.
You were saying how you could see how he won that, and I was like, I did not see how he won that, and I completely retract that, dude. I watched like 10.
Yeah, for sure.
I watched like 10 breakdowns, and based off the current like scorecards, based off the current algorithm the judges use, I definitely think he won now. Now that I look back at it, I think he did win. It was very close. But that being said, I'm still like, as a wrestler, it's like kind of discouraging that Yan lost that fight, because the amount of skill it takes to take someone down 10 times is pretty hard to obtain. Yeah. They didn't count any of that. They don't take any of that into account unless you do damage.
It always comes back to like, what does America want? We want fucking revenue and money, and whatever the fuck that means it's gonna trickle into everything. So you could have UFC where it's like makes no fucking money and it's like all about like the skill of fighting. Peter Yan won. You could have the UFC where it's like, we gotta make fucking money, so we will award the fighters who do the most damage, because damage is what people want to see. If people are gonna show up to a fight to see someone literally get fucking knocked out, that's what they want. So if you knock someone out, people are gonna like you, you're gonna get paid more. Yeah, that's why Sean O'Malley, that's the only reason Sean O'Malley is like one of the biggest names in the UFC right now, is because his knockouts are so fucking entertaining that everyone's just like, they love watching him.
He's like this skinny, white, tall, colorful dude, but like even his hair is purple and he has like face tats, and you're like, this guy, and he's like smoking weed all the time. You're like, this guy, like, who is this guy? And then he goes and knocks freaking almost knocks out.
He's literally the same height as me. He's like the same length and everything as me, which is like kind of funny, because like I really don't see him as a 135 pounder, but at the same time, when I was 135 pounds, I was like, yeah, kind of like was that size, you know what I mean?
Well, he doesn't actually weigh 135.
No, he definitely
walks
walks around at like 150 to 160, I think.
Yeah,
he said like
160
is like walking around.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one's like, you can almost guarantee those, every single high level guy, besides a few, you can almost guarantee that they're pretending to be outweight for an hour, and then they're just flying back up. You know?
Oh yeah, like Pereira. Like we saw the Pereira Adesanya fight. Pereira looked like heavyweight.
Yeah.
Compared to Adesanya in that fight.
Yeah, he's
fucking huge.
Yeah, he weighs like 215 walking around.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
I saw this compilation of Patty throwing like hooks and shit, and every single hook he threw, his chin was literally like, he would throw it and he would like walk backwards and his chin was like this. And it was like, I think it was Tim Watch actually of the thing, and they were just like saying, they basically were just like, in a nice way, shitting on him and being like, holy fuck, he is not as good as he thinks he is. Like, not even close.
Yeah,
like, he looked like shit compared to like what they thought.
It's kind of like the great value Conor McGregor in kind of a way. Hey, it's the truth.
Yeah.
Tim said that it's almost bad for him that he won that fight, because now he has to fight someone better, as good or better.
Yeah.
You know, if he would have lost that fight, it would have been like, all right, well, he's still entertaining, so we'll just watch his next fight and give him a guy that's not as good. Build him up for another 2 years.
That's like Tai Tuivasa. We saw how close he was getting. He got the whole way up to Cyril Gane. If he would have beat Cyril Gane, he probably... I mean, he was going for the heavyweight title next. John Jones versus Ngannou.
Ngannou has it, but yeah, they're probably going to do like an interim thing, but
yeah.
It's all kind of...
But anyway, Tuivasa was coming close.
Oh, they're actually... No, never mind. That's the light heavyweight. I was gonna say they're fighting for it soon.
Yeah, but Tai Tuivasa was coming close. Like, he was really like going up the rankings, like on pay-per-view cards and stuff like that. And he's lost like his last 2 fights now, I believe, and now he's like back to like the Friday night like fights.
Yeah.
Like, he's like fell off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's another guy, like, he had some crazy knockouts, and he's like an entertaining, like, big fat guy that chugs beer out of people's shoes after he wins fights, and all of a sudden, like, you get knocked out 3 times. It's such a pure sport at the end of the day. Like, you're written off, dude.
Well, he's getting
knocked out 3 times.
He's getting close to getting cut. Like, if he loses one more fight, I think they're gonna
Yeah, I
You're
don't
gonna
know.
see the last of Tai Tuivasa.
Dude, the UFC fucking sucks. That'd be such a shitty fucking life.
Really?
Like,
I
oh,
love
it would fucking suck, dude. Like, there's literally
It'd be stressful.
who else even is out here for more than 5 years winning besides John Jones and like Ngannou,
I mean, there's
Leon Edwards, I guess, kind of.
Usman.
There's a lot of
Usman,
there's a lot of guys
Adesanya.
that go on, like,
There's like
really good
5
streaks.
people out of like the whole like what 100-man roster that like actually can continue to be a high level for a long period of time. Almost all of them, it's like straight to the top, straight to the bottom, and it's just like immediate like that. That would suck ass. Like you're climbing the ranks, you get knocked out. Fucking look at Masvidal, bro. Literally was like the number 1 UFC prospect after
Was it Ben Askren?
Yep. And then like 2-3 fights after, was it two fights after that, and then double loss to Usman. Fucked. Like
Lost
that's
to
it.
Covington.
Yep.
But he's
Covington,
still
yep.
making. He's still. Don't forget, like you get to that level of celebrity, you don't pay for anything anymore.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And
he's yeah.
making. He is his kids have money, and his kids have money. You know.
Hopefully.
I mean, unless he spends it all, but I don't know. Like, yeah, for me personally, I would enjoy that. I would enjoy that life, unless you were like a pawn, UFC pawn, where like they're kind of putting you against O'Malley because they want O'Malley to knock you out. Like that would kind of suck. To be someone like O'Malley, that'd be kind of sick.
Well,
Like,
yeah, it'd
to
be
live that
fucking
kind of
awesome.
life where you're just training. Your literal goal every day is to get better at fighting. Like you have to get better at fighting every single day, and you have to like. I mean, I'm sure that a lot of those guys are, on average, like probably happier than most people too, because they have to take care of their bodies all pretty much all year round. You have to like get good sleep, but it'd be a stressful profession. That's pretty much the only reason I'm not gonna want to fight, because it's too stressful for like all of your worth to be put for like the next 15 years. I don't really want.
Yeah, I feel like you'd
Yeah.
have to be doing that shit from like a young age to want to do it at an older age.
I mean, wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
O'Malley didn't start till he was 19.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, those old videos of Masvidal when he's doing the bare knuckle in the backyard. Do you guys ever see those?
I have no.
So fucking wild.
oh yeah.
Literally bare knuckle fights in the backyard of like some fucking hood, and they're all just like there's like 50 people there, and they're just there's no fucking cage, nothing. They're just like in the grass, and he's fighting like this dude that's literally like twice his fucking weight, and just taking this shit to the face like bare knuckle, and then he ends up knocking the guy out. But it's just so fucking wild to watch that shit.
I mean, yeah, that's like how he was found too.
I know, right?
Because he got famous off of YouTube videos from
Yep.
him doing these backyard fights with Kimbo Slice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kimbo Slice was like promoting him, and he had like his own little mini fight thing going on in Miami.
Then Kimbo got fucking clapped.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of realized pretty quickly that just because you can fight on the street does not mean you can fight in an octagon.
No.
You know, it's a whole different skill set.
Yeah.
And performing too. That's why like Pauls are so impressive, because they can perform in front of 50,000 people on their first fight. Like Logan Paul did not beat Floyd Mayweather, but he did really well for a person that is in his third fight. You know what I mean? Like Floyd
It's
Mayweather,
twice his weight, but yeah.
but Floyd Mayweather just fought another dude that's pretty much in the same position as Logan, but in England, and he knocked him out in like 6th round easily. So to learn how to do that is a skill for sure. Knowing how to perform your ability is such a skill. We were talking about that at practice the other day, about how hard it is to actually like do things to your actual full ability. Like you might have the skill set, but to be able to apply it is such a different thing. You have to learn, you know, like getting through those mental blocks, and I mean, especially in like wrestling, getting through like knowing how to talk to yourself before a match, you know, and knowing how to get rid of like that pre-match anxiety, and or knowing how to use it and going through those emotions, or in a match, you know, knowing how to just completely tune out the rest of everything else, and like know how to use your skills to the ability that you're at, you know. Kids that can do that, they win 3 state titles, you know. So, it's just a crazy thing to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking wild.
I think it also has to deal with like mindset. You gotta get yourself in the right mindset to go out there.
Oh yeah, but that's a skill.
But it is a skill. Like I really never had a problem like going out there, like I'd always be nervous before matches, but once I was out on the mat, like everything just kind of got like tuned out. But still, I was never really that good of a wrestler. So at the end of the day, skills would really matter because I definitely didn't have skill.
Yeah.
It always just comes with reps, though. If you wrestled from like fucking first grade,
I didn't start till 9th grade.
Yeah.
So, New Year's resolutions.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What are you guys thinking about? What do you think about Cratty?
Cratty first.
You want to gain 90 pounds.
Yeah, I kind of 90 pounds. Yeah, I kind of already mentioned them. So like last year's was like consistently go to the gym, like at least go to the gym every week. So like now, like I'm kind of like I have my plan, like my workout plans all set and everything like that, and like the weight, the reps, all that. So I try to go to the gym like 4 days a week. So that's like kind of like one of them. Put on 30 pounds. Maybe like learn a new skill set or something. Like maybe like learn how to play guitar or something like
That'd
that
be cool.
too.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Find something that you enjoy.
Yeah, maybe get a girlfriend, you know. We all wish, but hey.
You should write them down.
Girlfriends are great.
You should write all them down. Hold yourself accountable.
Got them right here.
No.
I help
You got
myself.
a lot of stuff up there. You also have a concussion.
Hey, listen. My brain's sharp.
Really? You
Sharp.
just said you typed and you forget when you're typing.
No, like I don't forget. I'll just like mix words up.
Dude, I do that too. Sometimes I'll be typing and I'll look at a word. I'll be like, what does this word even mean? And then I'll have to like Google it. You know what I mean? I'll be like, sometimes if you really look at a word, you're like, that word is not.
Spelled wrong and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always do that.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I already hit goals last year. Like I never thought I'd be going to the gym. Like I didn't even touch a weight really till I hit like we were wrestling senior year. I started going to the gym. And the only reason I went to the gym was to lose weight for wrestling. I'd go around the treadmill.
Mm.
I slowly just like kept lifting, and
That's cool.
got to where I am today.
It's a good fucking thing to do for the rest of your life.
It is, and I enjoy it because it gives me something to do.
Yeah.
Because I looked at myself, I was like, I could sit home and play Xbox every single night, or I could like go to the gym and get better, improve myself. So I was like, I'll just go to the gym.
Mm.
It's good. That's smart of you.
Yeah.
What about you? Be something good. Don't be like Don't be like.
$1 million.
Yeah. Say something
Nah, I don't have any dollar goals. I only have. I just want to get 1% better every day in trading.
Trading.
That's it.
That's your only goal.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper's like national champion.
Oh, I can't do that this year.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
My goal, to be honest, dude, I don't really have a goal of like staying consistent because that's like not even like at this point that's just like what I do. Is
You're
wrestle.
consistent. We all know that. You've been consistent since like 11th grade of high school.
Yeah. So like I don't really like have like a discipline goal. I actually wrote them down, but
It's like a mile long list.
it's got a little list. What's a good one to say? One of the big ones is putting myself out there more, like doing the podcast and not completely getting rid of the fear of what other people think.
Yeah,
like completely getting rid of that is a big goal of mine.
Kind of like touch on that. When I first started going to the gym, I'd look around like, I'm like 130 pounds soaking wet. I'm like looking around like, look how big this dude is. Look how big that dude is. And look how much like weight they're putting up. And it took me a while to get over that. Like, I'm not these people, and you know, I shouldn't care what other people think of me. And when I got over that, of like I don't care what people really think of me in the gym, and so what. It was easier for me to go to the gym, and I liked going to the gym then, because it was kind of like gave me anxiety going to the gym at first.
Oh, for sure.
But once I got over that, it was fun to go to the gym, and it kind of translated into my life where I was like, really, I don't care what people think of me, because in high school you care what people think of you. You have to go to school with these people every day, but once you're out of high school, it's like, who gives a shit? Like, it's your life, it's what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think that's important for a lot of people to realize in life is don't really care what other people think of you.
Oh, for sure.
That's such a hard thing to get over.
Mm-hmm.
Like such a hard thing. But I wanna try really hard at that. Another thing that I really want to do better of is like prioritize hanging out with my friends and hanging out with like other people.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I get so caught up in my like day-to-day things where you have wrestling and you have lifting, and then to get ready for the next workout in the morning, where I kind of get like sometimes I get lost in that, where I kind of like don't hang out, like, you know this, like I don't hang out with anyone for like a month straight.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So and I don't think that's good. So I definitely want to just like prioritize hanging out with people and like just kind of relaxing more.
I think it's what kind of made us friends though, because you went out to Pitt and I didn't see you for what, like 4 months,
Probably, yeah.
but like when me and him get together, it's like we never skipped a beat. It's like we hung out the day before.
Yeah.
So it really never mattered between us, but I don't know what it was like with other people though.
Yeah, it was similar with other people too. It's just like,
but I've always understood that. Like
Yeah,
when you
you
switch
understood that well.
schools and
Yeah.
everything, it was always like that. So I just never really paid
Yeah.
or cared much attention. I just knew that was you. But
yeah,
that's good that you're trying to work on that.
yeah. I definitely want to do better at that. But yeah, I mean, it's so easy for me to just get caught up in my own life, you know. Cause I have these goals and I have things like I want to get better at, not even just wrestling. But it's hard for me to like prioritize other things, you know what I mean? So it's like a whole ordeal sometimes for me to like want to go out. But when I'm out with my friends, like
Just out hanging out.
yeah, it's like it's so easy, and that's something that I don't like though, when it's not easy, like when you have to like start conversation and stuff
Oh,
like
I
that.
hate that. Like
Yeah.
for some reason, for me to like start conversation with someone is so like, I won't say nerve wracking, but like if it's a girl I like, I'm like, oh man, what do I say? But like if I'm talking to like anybody else, I'll just be like, hey, what's up, man? You know what I mean? It's so
Yeah.
easy and so fluid.
Yeah, girls are hard to talk to when you like them.
Yeah.
I feel like when you get older, that just goes away.
I thought that might,
It's
that
just
might
like-
be a you thing though, because like me and him might be different than
I
what
don't know,
you.
man.
I don't know.
It's not like a nervous to start a conversation. It's like I want to make sure that
Make a good first impression.
yeah, like I want to like sometimes it's hard because you don't feel that at all.
I'm trying to think of like a moment where I was like that. And
You
I
don't want to
honestly
be a
don't.
little turd. Like when I'm approaching a girl, I just want to make sure like you're not.
I feel like I'm a pretty cool dude. I don't really feel like there's much to fucking. You don't have to try that hard. I don't know, and you can tell when people are trying. That's
Yeah.
whenever it's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary, I guess, because it's like if you have to try, yeah,
That's what I'm scared.
they
of.
know.
That's what I'm scared of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, scared, but like that's what I don't want to happen. Where I have to like try hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You kind of always
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
try a little bit, but you don't want them to know you're trying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Try hard sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Fucking, I live to wrestle. I breathe to wrestle. I exist
All right,
on this
Mr. DJ
planet.
Daytrader.
But
But like I see people with fame like on TikTok and crap like that, and I'm like, I wonder like how much has their life changed since they became famous? Like what's like different in their life?
yeah, I mean, I get it's kind of all like depending on what you became famous for. Like, is it because like if I became famous from like trading or something, that's like a whole different thing than if I became
You have a
famous
whole
from like
different set
a
of fans.
podcast or some shit
Yeah.
like that. You
It was
know?
like Katie Sigmund. Like I wonder what her life's like, and she became famous. You know who Katie Sigmund is? So she's like this like I don't want to say she's like a model, but like she kind of got big off of TikTok, and she like made an OnlyFans. So like her life's kind of like OnlyFans. So like I wonder like how much her life changed since like her life's kind of revolved around her body and what she looks like.
Well, that would be fucking awful, I think. I mean, obviously there's probably people out there that like that, but holy fuck, I can't imagine a more awful existence than
If everyone liked me because of my body, I'd be so self-conscious
I
about
know.
what I look like.
Yeah.
That's what that happens to a lot of people on TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of girls get super famous off of like they're hot.
Mm-hmm.
and you can't make any money off TikTok either. No, you can't.
So you could.
KSI did a video. He had, I don't know, fucking stupid numbers, like 200 million views on TikTok in 1 month, and his total payout was $300. And he's in the top 1% of TikTok people.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
sad.
No, like TikTok does not pay fucking anything.
Hmm.
You have to like transfer your followers to Instagram, transfer them to Twitter, use that to like find a way to make money.
Maybe like YouTube or something.
Yeah.
If you're super,
YouTube pays way better than any other platform
Oh yeah.
in terms of like ad revenue and all that shit.
but being famous though, like Charli D'Amelio could pay
Well, she's
Charge.
yeah.
10 million for her to do an ad for Invisalign or something.
Exactly.
That's like comparing like Elon Musk to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson's rich. Elon Musk is the richest person in the
Okay.
world.
Livy Dunn.
She's also like top 10. She's probably one of the top 10
she gotta make
people
money
ever.
off something else because I know she's doing ads and stuff like that right
She's
now.
also an
Just
athlete.
having followers.
Yeah,
is gonna be
she's getting NIL deals.
Mm.
and she's a gymnast, and she's getting all these NIL deals.
She made $1 million last year. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll definitely make like 10 this year or something.
Yeah.
How about those NIL deals? And like high school kids can get them now. That's crazy.
Really?
Imagine being a high schooler.
I guess,
like,
yeah.
Sometimes you'll get money, or sometimes it might be like a car or something. Imagine somebody offers you an NIL deal for like a Lamborghini or something. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
High school driving a Lamborghini.
That's gonna happen. I mean, that already.
It will happen.
Kids in Texas for football. This kid got paid like $2 million. Shit. He got paid. I forget. It was like the #1 prospect in Texas. He got paid millions of dollars already and he committed to this college.
Crazy.
Going into his freshman year. But I kind of like it. Like, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you, like I said, the amount of time that it takes to be like that at that level, who was like the NCAA to tell the athletes that you're not allowed to make money because you're part of an organization.
I like that they can make money, but here's the thing: the people that are getting this money, they're kids, and so they might not have like the best knowledge, like what to do with this money. And you'll see, like I think it was Alabama's one of their football players was in a parking garage in a Hellcat, just like drifting around turns, and like there were other cars coming down. So like that's a scary thing. You're giving these kids money, and they're kids. They're not gonna spend it right or make wise decisions maybe with it. So that's like a scary thing about it, I guess, so to speak.
I mean, the only fucking reason that ever existed where they weren't allowed to make money is because the NCAA wanted to be able to have the colleges choose how they want to make money off their players.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not like slavery, but it's like if you're an athlete for a college, they want to make money off you. They don't want you to make money off
you. Get free college, and in exchange, you get to come make us money.
Yeah, for real. Make us $20 million because you're fucking James Winston.
Well, I think with a big part about what they wanted was they didn't want schools like Penn State that have unlimited funding, independent funding from donors, to be able to say, hey, you're the #1 kid in high school. We have this donor that's going to pay you $10 million to sign to us. That's what they didn't want that. Because now these big programs are just going to stay big, and they're going to get bigger. It's going to be like, I bet you in a couple years, I mean, it already is. It's going to be like 3 programs that dominate, and then everyone else has like an All-American here or there every couple years. Like, it's already like that. If you're a part of certain schools, if you're a part of certain divisions in wrestling, like there might be like 1 All-American in this one division over here that has like 6 schools, and then there might be like 50 All-Americans in the Big Ten. Because those are all the biggest schools that have the most funding that can actually give these kids the money to come to their.
I mean, wrestling's
could be a problem.
Wrestling's already kind of like that. I mean, I don't know. You got big 3, but you got Penn State and Iowa. Who else you got? Like
Cornell, Iowa State.
But is your top 5 schools necessarily? And they're the same top 5 schools almost every year.
Yeah.
You might get like a random kid from some other college that might win at a certain weight class, but like Penn State usually puts out 4 or 5 national champions every year.
Yeah. Same thing with football, right? I mean,
Alabama's always there, but this is like they didn't make the college football playoffs this year. There's a small school called TCU. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. I mean, they're not really. Yep. They're a good football team usually, but they're not the powerhouse. They're not Alabama. They're not Georgia. They're not Ohio State. They're not Michigan. And they're going to the national championship. They just beat Michigan. So I mean, it's kind of like a cool thing to see. So that kind of like gives you that hope of, hey, we're not going to have an SEC team in there every year like Alabama, Georgia, LSU, like all those teams. So like one of the smaller guys are going to get a shot this year.
Yeah, it's gonna. I feel like it turns a lot of these sports into like a rich man thing.
It is a rich man's game. It's always is.
Like
has
wrestling is a poor man's sport though.
Wrestling is a poor man's sport, but you got
for long.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no professional wrestling though. You got your Olympics. That's it.
But those guys make a lot of money.
Yeah, I get it. Those guys make a lot of money, but what's the TV views on that? Like, who's watching wrestling? Like, and that's not the same as watching football, soccer, basketball, hockey. I mean, even hockey's kind of like a poor man's sport. Like, those guys aren't making.
Hockey's a rich man's sport, dude. NHL.
They're making.
A rich man's sport.
I'm telling you, compared to everything, the NBA and
I'm talking like rich man. Like, you gotta be rich. Like, if you have money, like having money, you have to have money to start the sport.
Oh yeah.
Like you have to have the money, and to be able to go to like pay
travel,
for the equipment and travel. You know what I mean?
Definitely, but I'm talking like on a professional level.
How
like
much they're making?
Yeah, like how much the players are making. Like you're making millions. Like don't get me wrong, but compared to the NBA and the NFL, you're not making as much. Baseball's kind of poor anymore. I mean, you gotta be one of the top players to be making a good chunk of change. Like, don't get me wrong, you can make a lot of money playing baseball, but compared to other sports, there's more opportunities, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, wrestling's growing a lot.
It will. It'll continue to grow.
Yeah.
I mean, women's
it's also
wrestling.
kind of a feeder to the UFC.
Yeah.
If you're Jordan Burroughs, UFC will give you the biggest deal ever to go to their organization.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to.
No. I mean, he's 30-some years old, right?
Yeah, I think he also just wants
3
to
or
be
4 kids.
Yeah, he just wants to be a specializer too. Like, he wants to be really good at one thing instead of gay at a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of his rationale, I think.
Yeah, I mean, definitely understand, hear what you're saying.
You miss doing sports?
Yeah. But at the same time, no. Sports were fun. It gave me something to do. Kind of like the gym. I kind of filled my sports time with gym time. Like, for those 2 or 3 hours a day where I'd go train for a sport, I'm now at the gym. So.
Yeah.
Something
different, though, sometimes about learning a whole new thing. Like learning how to play baseball.
Yeah, put it.
Like learning how to play baseball.
Yeah, like I started playing baseball like 5th grade. But like, I never really was like amazing at it. Like, I understood it, I could do it, but I wasn't like your all-star at it. Like, I barely played in high school. Like, we had one of the best teams. We got we lost by like 3 or 4 runs in the playoffs to state champions.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, you'll have that. Like, we went 18-2 our senior year during the regular season. Ended up losing in the District 6 playoffs. So, the kid that pitched against us, he was a left-handed pitcher who threw like 92 and was committed to Penn State to play baseball.
Jesus.
But the rest of their team was kind of like mid. But you'll have that.
What size shoe are you?
I know, I was looking at his
I am a
feet.
size 12.
Jesus.
He has really long
I know.
It's like his thing.
It's not my thing.
Long appendages.
Yeah. What size shoe are you? 12?
12.
Oh, really?
What size are you?
9.
What are you?
9.5. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
What do we have for time?
1 hour and 3 minutes. It's not bad.
No.
It's good. Some good juice.
Anything else we need to talk about?
It's up to you. What do you want to say?
So, you're back to day trading?
Yeah. Always.
Always?
Always.
See, you're probably better at it than me because I'm like down a lot of money right now.
Oh, I forgot you actually you did that.
Yeah, I lost so much money right now. I'm just like, it's going to sit there. Maybe one day it'll come back up. And that dude gave you like $2,000? he gave me $1,000. And I turned that into like $1,500 at first.
What were you trading? Just anything?
Yeah, just like different companies and stuff
Penny
like
stocks?
that.
Like
I mean,
stocks
they're a
below
couple
$10.
dollars.
Yeah.
Like,
That's about as gambling as it gets.
oh, I know it's about as gambling as it gets, and I don't know, but it was all right at first. Like, I was doing pretty good. Like, we went to senior week, and I made like $300 while we were at senior week trading some energy stock.
Mm-hmm.
But then all just like slowly started coming down. It's like, it'll come back up. It'll come back up. It just kept dropping, and then it just like crashed.
You're still holding that stock?
I'm still holding it. I got like $150 left.
Oh my god.
I'm down like $1,100.
Jesus.
It's a crazy amount. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But
Don't sell.
I'm not. At this point, I'm riding the wave.
Hold the line, baby.
That's what they call bag holders.
Yeah.
You're holding the bag.
So, yeah.
That's bad.
Well, it's been fun.
Number 10.
Number 10.
We gotta come up with a name. You'll probably be on multiple times, so.
Yeah, I will
we
be
gotta
back.
come up with a name for whenever we have you on.
Crat attack.
Rat attack.
Crat attack. That's a good one.
Crap master.
Or just Cratty.
Yeah, there's that. That works too.
Yeah, Cratty.
Alright.
All right.
Peace.
Deuces.